The Biden administration has ordered federal agencies to remove the tick-tock social media platform from all government-issued devices, and it says steps could be taken to ban tick-tock in the United States if the platform's Chinese owners don't sell it. The popular video service is the focus of several pieces of legislation getting bipartisan support in the Florida legislature, as Gina Jordan reports.
Florida A&M University in Tallahassee this month blocked tick-tock from its campus Wi-Fi and school devices. Others, like the University of Florida and Florida State University, are considering doing the same. Proposed legislation would go much further.
It's an addictive spyware app that has no place on government devices. The FBI has issued a warning against using tick-tock. 25 states, red and blue, have banned tick-tock on state government devices.
Zephyr Hills Republican Senator Danny Burgess wants to join other states that have banned tick-tock from all devices owned and issued by the government. Burgess says his bill runs in tandem with separate proposals to restrict social media access in K-12 public schools. One version, sponsored by St. Petersburg Democratic Representative Michelle Rayner Goolsby, prohibits schools from requiring students to use social media for educational purposes. It also requires social media platforms to disclose certain policies and post a disclaimer about being addictive and potentially dangerous.
It causes anxiety, depression, sleep disruption, unrealistic views on body types, bullying, harassment, deep fakes, trafficking, and even suicide and other death.
According to Common Sense Media, by the age of 12, 69% of kids will own a smartphone, and 95% of all teenagers will access social media sites. This rise in social media use has shown an increase in cyberbullying, as well as multiple impacts on mental health among kids.
Newport Richey Republican Representative Brad Yeager sponsors a bill that specifically bans tick-tock on school district networks and devices, and it requires social media lessons.
It will educate 6th through 12th graders on the risk and dangers of social media on topics such as cyberbullying, predatory behavior, and human trafficking.
The bill even bans the use of tick-tock for communicating information about school-related activities. That's a provision David Hicks doesn't like. The Pasco County chemistry teacher told a House committee that his students, especially those involved in extracurricular clubs, rely on social media to communicate and to organize meetings.
They're accessing the evils outside of the school system. We see them for maybe 6 or 7 hours a day. They're outside accessing the internet and their social media far more hours outside of the classroom than inside of the classroom.
I'm going to vote yes, but I'm tempted to vote no, and I'll tell you why.
The bill doesn't go far enough for Palm Bay Republican Representative Randy Fine. He says his own kids are evidence of the struggle parents have trying to limit the use of cell phones and social media.
You're going to handle, I think, a lot of the problem in the schools, but this is not, yes, there are problems where teachers have a tough time taking the phones away in school, no question about it. But it's what happens when they go home. It's what happens when they do what they do on the weekends. It's when, you can sit and watch TikTok for hours and hours and hours and hours.
Fine didn't have suggestions for how to fix that problem in state law. All of the proposals for the school social media restrictions and the TikTok ban on government devices are getting unanimous support in legislative committees so far. I'm Gina Jordan.